let's continue our chat here. Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the stages, Nahida? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, we're in the dark after all. I've already tried. It seems that from... Have you already caught the sage? I'm guessing. In any... No way, that's too... You mean it'd be too... No, doing that look... That's a good point. Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already. According to a popular theory from the Bahumana Darsh... Okay. Well, then I should find... You're saying we should... Oh, but actually, I already... Setaria. We ran into her. Paimon's still... She was born in the Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are with the name Setaria. Later on, soon after, the star began, but in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her up. From the sound of it, but she doesn't really... Indeed, she's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had all right. We must somehow make her face her problem. That way, not only can we, from my past observations, tomorrow afternoon to prepare, let's go check. This should be Setaria's favorite fortune-telling spot. So should we ask the fortune teller about Setaria? No, I already have enough information on Setaria. Talking style and keep... My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice... Huh? Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Of course. In that case... It would seem... Only
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Health prospects. No? The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for many tens of thousands of years? Impossible. Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd. Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune-telling you've ever done. I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is
that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were... Hey! Is this another one of... Yep. It belongs to a king. His father, when they start talking...
Ah, dear customers. Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself instead.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back,
I see. We wish him... I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
no problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
This should be our final stop. Cetaria is always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city. Nahida, you've really thought of everything. It's my duty to protect Samari's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right! I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars, and I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll to the academia after their next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure. But you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so
So, was that everybody? Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Cetaria. What's the point? Cetaria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual... I remember you... Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the... although she knows she should return home to help the people of the... Well, King Dashret is long gone. And Cetaria is also too... If we simply engaged her under the gut... But... So, yep. As long as everything goes... so that... Exactly. Huh? That's no problem at... Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've... You're not wrong. It's always been painful, yeah? If it was... Yeah. All right. Here she comes. Satori is here! Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking, as for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. Paimon started... Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Are you sure?
Well, actually they have many names. Which names I use depends on...
Huh, I see. I imagine that must be hard for the kitties, too.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to...
I hear you. The gods are at Setaria. Why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? To the...
Setaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question.
And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's...
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god...
Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the Academia.
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal
Oh, no. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait! Whoa! Well done. Setaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand. All I know are some... Anyway, enough of... What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.